Hi everyone, Faisal here from SolarisKit. Today I'm going to talk about how to heat your above ground swimming pool using solar energy. So it's the middle of May in Scotland and we're finally out of the depths of winter. So everyone's really looking forward to making the most of summer. What's really popular in this neck of the woods is to set up an above ground swimming pool to splash about with the kids and have a bit of a good time when it's sunny. The difficulty is that jumping into a cold pool is never fun, especially for the little ones. Now, when I set up this swimming pool this morning, it was sitting at around 15 degrees Celsius, which is a little bit too chilly for most people to jump in and have a good time. Ideally, we'd want a swimming pool to be around 20 to 25 degrees. That's kind of the ideal temperature range. But the problem is heating that volume of water to that temperature can take a lot of energy, which can be quite expensive. Now, the good news is that solar energy is a great way of heating a swimming pool to those kinds of temperatures. And for a setup like this, it's actually really simple to install. In fact, you can just set it up yourself using a kit. So what I've done is set up this Bestway swimming pool, which is about 2.5 meters by about 1.5 meters in size, and set it up with a couple of our solar collectors, which you can actually see right here. So I've actually got 4 solar collectors rigged up. So these are the SolarisKit solar collectors that are delivered flat packed. So the idea is you can actually assemble these solar collectors yourself without any tools in around 20-30 minutes each. So when they're assembled, this is how they look. So they're a pretty smart looking prism shaped solar collector. And how they work is really pretty simple actually. So behind the glass outers, you can see a black coil sitting inside. So that coil basically absorbs sunlight and gets really hot. And the prism around it makes sure that that heat stays inside. So if there's a bit of breeze or a bit of wind, that energy isn't going to be lost too quickly. So then what we do is, it's pretty simple. When it's hot, we just circulate the water from the pool straight through the solar collector. As it works its way through the solar collector, it's going to get heated up. Now, connecting multiple solar collectors is pretty simple. Basically what you do is you just simply daisy chain them. So the pool water will come into the first collector, get heated up in the first collector, then that water will just go to the second collector, and basically it just keeps working its way through to the fourth and final collector, and then finally out of the last collector it goes just straight back to the pool itself. So it's a pretty simple system, but what's pretty important with one of these systems is how do you pump the water from the swimming pool through the solar collectors. So there's a couple of options you can do. There's an AC pump, which is pretty bulky, a bit expensive. They can be a little bit noisy to operate. What's quite common with a lot of these swimming pool systems is to use the filtering pump as well, which is pretty common with these types of pools. But from our experience, we find those pumps don't have a great deal of oomph behind them. They're great for high volumes, but they can't do too much head behind them. The problem as well is that you really don't want to interrupt the filtering loop with these pools, because if you slow down the flow rate going through those pumps, then you can find that the pools may start getting a little bit dirty. So with our system, what we've done is we've actually installed our own little dedicated pump, which you can see right there. So it's a really simple 12-volt DC pump that you literally just drop into the swimming pool and run it. Now, the nice thing about this pump is that it just runs off 12 volts DC. So it means it's really safe to operate. There's no dangerous voltages involved, especially when there's water involved. You want to avoid any high voltages, especially when there are kids around. And it just means it's very cheap to run as well. So our pump runs off 12 watts. So it's kind of like running a light bulb to heat our system. Now, I started the pool just a couple of hours ago. It's just coming up to 2 p.m. In Dundee, where I am right now. But you can see that it's actually not a very good day. Pretty common in Scotland, really, unfortunately. So it's pretty overcast, but there is a bit of sunlight around, and so the day is still fairly bright. And so I was really keen just to see how the system was doing on an overcast but kind of brightish day. So as I mentioned, the pool was sitting at around 15 degrees at the start of the day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the little temperature sensor, which is floating around here somewhere. Can't find it. It's always floating around at the wrong end. Yep. And on a day like today, even though it's pretty overcast, I still got it up to 19 degrees. So that's a good temperature lift, considering it was only 15 degrees at the start of the day. And as you can see, the conditions aren't great. It's pretty overcast. So on a good sunny day, we can actually heat this pool to around 25 degrees Celsius using just the solar collectors, which is exactly where you want it to be. But of course, the downside to a system like this is you need sunlight. But we tend to want to jump in pools when it is sunny. We want to spend some time outdoors, so it's actually a really good fit if that's when you want to use your pools. But obviously something to consider. So if you're looking for a way to heat your above ground pool, save a little bit of money, but also maybe teach the kids a little bit about solar energy, then definitely recommend looking into a solar heating system. So if you're interested in installing one of our kits, get in touch using the link below. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye for now.